You may not be actually installing new navigation lights on your boat. You may be replacing one that's become damaged. And the type of light that becomes damaged the most are these pole lights, because they're sticking up in the air and it's easy for somebody to grab onto it when they're getting on board your boat and they break off your light. Well, companies like Perco have come up with some nice changes to the replacement market. This is one example. This is like the most universal stern light you can get. So what does it do? The first thing is that they give you two lenses. One lens allows light to be shown down into the cockpit of the boat, which is actually kind of handy unless it provides glare for the driver. And if the driver gets distracted by this, it's not good. So it has a second lens, which you can just swap, which cuts off the light so that it doesn't shine downward. Now the second thing is that pole lights are frequently on an aft-facing surface that slopes, like on a boat that has quite a bit of reverse shear. So in this case, you can adjust the base of the light to tilt the light so it's level with the water surface. Now the reason you want to do this is because you do want that light to shine in 360 degrees around, and if it's tilted like this, you may have some areas that don't get light and other areas that get the full share. So it's adjustable right here. The third thing is that it actually comes with two different nuts on the bottom of it, because there are two different types of fixtures. One which screws in place and one which sort of has a quick camming action. So it comes with both of these nuts. You push in these little buttons or unscrew the screws at the bottom, pull off the one that you don't need, put it back on, screw in the screws, and now you've got a light that'll fit your fixture perfectly. So really a nice combination of features from Perco. Another variation on the all-round light that small powerboats are required to have is to use something like this. Now this is an LED all-round light, so it has three LEDs, one here, one on the far side, and one facing forward. And together they all blend in to make a uniform circle of light. What's nice about this one, not only is it an LED, so it saves on current consumption and it lasts a long time, but you can loosen it and fold it down. So when you're trailering the boat, or you're storing the boat, or maybe even putting a cover over the top of the boat, you can get the light out of the way so that it doesn't get in harm's way. Another feature you might look for in your replacement all-round lights is that many of them are available again with an LED in the top. As we said, the LED reduces your power consumption and it gives you an intensely white light that lasts virtually forever. This is a nice replacement light from Atwood. It also has this pivoting base on it so that you can tilt it to any angle. Now this one's relatively short, only about 2 feet long. And one of the things that you've got to remember is when you have a all-round light or a masthead light, it has to be at least 1 meter, or roughly 40 inches, above your side lights, your forward port and starboard light. So the height of this shaft is determined to a large degree by where this mounts in your boat and the height of your side lights. If your side lights are down lower, you might be able to use a shorter one like this, but if your lights are high on the bow, you may have to use one of these 6-foot poles.